Citizens of Paz Nation, brothers and sisters, I trust and believe that everything is going on well on your side. Everything is just aligned. And I hope that your body, mind and soul are all vibrating at the same signal. So, brothers and sisters, I'm coming to you with news from IB, the captain himself, the man of the match, our one and only captain of Burkina Faso, the one who is currently giving France and the US sleepless nights. Okay, so something has been happening in Burkina Faso, and for some of you, maybe you'd be shocked by the title, but well, don't be afraid. This is what is happening. Thousands of demonstrators demand a new constitution for the total liberation and rebuilding of the country. A huge crowd was gathered on Saturday, 11th of May 2024 at Issoufou Joseph Konombo Stadium, formerly Ouagadougou Municipal Stadium, to express their support for the current transition and demand a new constitution. The demonstrators, who came from all over the country, chanted slogans such as "There is no election, extension of the transition, a new constitution for the total liberation and refoundation of Burkina Faso, IB or nothing, 100 years in power." This massive mobilization shows the broad popular support enjoyed by the transition. The Burkinabe population wants a break with the past and aspires to a new beginning for the country. A new constitution is seen as an essential part of this change. The demonstrators also expressed their support for the president of the transition, Ibrahim Traore, known as IB. They demanded that he remain in power to complete the transition and implement the new constitution. This gathering is a strong signal for the transitional authorities. It shows that the Burkinabe population is determined to see the country move towards a better future. Wow, wow, wow. Burkina Bay people, salute to all of you. We appreciate your support for our captain. We appreciate you seeing that this is the man that is here to liberate us. Without Ibrahim Traore, our country will just go back to where we are. Thomas Sankara left us. He was unfortunately assassinated. We cannot let this happen to our own captain. This is a new generation, a generation that says we will stand with our own, even if it means death. We are ready to die. We are ready to suffer, just protecting what we have in Captain Ibrahim Traore. So, guys, people have gone to the streets showing their support to Captain and his government and just saying that we need to structure this, this whole situation that we have with the transition government in a very systematic and strategic and legal way. We need a constitution to make things formal. We need to have well-set guidelines. For me, democracy doesn't work, brothers and sisters. I don't know what about you. Democracy was just a tool for the colonizer to keep colonizing us. It's a remote way of colonization, really. They'll come and write laws for you and write things for you. Very ridiculous. Actually, if you were to go through the constitutions of most African countries, you'd actually be shocked to see some of those clauses in those constitutions. It's just absurd. Very ridiculous. So, these people are like, you know what, Captain, maybe it's time for us to formalize, the kind of situation that we have here. We need to set down rules. We need you to stick with us until you have completed all of these tasks that you want to complete for, the development of our country. Captain has proven to the people that it's possible, it's doable. He has not just only said, there's motivation. We have a lot of motivational speakers as presidents in Africa. They will stand and lecture you and you feel like, wow, 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 what a president. When you go down to their countries, you wonder, my Lord, what has this guy been doing in this country? And the way he speaks so fluently and so, what has he been doing? Captain will not even want to address international medias. He will go down to the ground and motivate women, children, youth, and say, you know what, agriculture is the way. If you are a young person, you need to learn to grow your own food. We will give you land, you will farm, we will support you, dig boreholes for you, teach the whole community. Now you'll be the one to upscale this, to the whole community, eventually to the whole country. He is doing things. We have tomatoes. What can we do with it? Let us process. We have mineral waste. What can we do? Let us build a mineral waste industry. He is doing things like in his very short time, he has done things that many presidents have not achieved in 3 or 4 or 5 terms of them in power. People are getting old in presidency, in governance, but when you look at their countries, you wonder, where has this guy been all of these years? And he speaks so fluently when it comes to talking to the international media and saying, this is the way Africa should be treated, this is the way Africa should move. Are you moving that way in your country? Ibrahim Traore has proven to the people that, you know what, they said we can't grow wheat. You know what, they said we can't grow these things in Burkina Faso. But let me tell you something. In Burkina Faso, we can actually grow anything that we want to grow. Never listen to the lies. Never be suppressed by what they tell you, the negative energy. Anytime that somebody tells you something negative, do your own research. Actually try and prove if that thing is really the way that they are saying it. Because most of the times they'll tell you this knowing that it's possible, and they don't want you to ever find out that it's possible. And you, being the stupid person that you are, you believe in their lies and you'll never develop. That is what is happening in Africa. A lot of African countries are backwards because of that. We are seeing a lot of foreign countries coming in to invest in our minerals, in our wealth, because we have been told that Africans cannot do it. And with that mentality, my brothers and sisters, we can never go anywhere. Professor PLO Lumumba keeps on saying that the best way that these guys have done to us is to tell us that we are not capable. We have been mentally enslaved to even look down upon our efforts, ourselves, and sometimes you can't even make decisions because you feel like, nah, unless it's coming from Europe, then it's not right, it's not doable. Unless France says we can do it, then we won't be able to do it. So when you see the people going down to the streets and saying, Captain, we need you to stay in power, even if it's 100 years, and may God keep you, Captain, for those 100 years. If you could stay there until you can achieve everything that you want to achieve for your country, I know for sure that country will be just very different. In the next 5 years, we will see something that we have never seen. In Mali, the same has been happening. The people also want to extend the term for the transition government from 2 years to 5 years because they can see what Assimi Goïta has been doing in their country. It's evident on the ground. They have been able to fight terrorists even without France. They have been able to eliminate so many negative things that they had been told they cannot be able to get rid of, they cannot be able to achieve. So, brothers and sisters, wherever you are coming from in Africa, what will it take for you to stand up against your government who is not doing anything for you? What will it take for you to demand service from your government? The people that you voted in power, those are not your bosses. You are actually their bosses. You are actually the ones to dictate how they should go. We've been seeing a lot of Africans suffering and crying on social media, but the best that they can do is just to stay on social media complaining. Look at Burkina. I don't even know how these guys mobilize themselves, because you will just see them going down to the streets. Whether they are using social media and they are using it in a positive way to do justice for themselves, to create an awareness for their own people. For them, it's working. But for some of us, social media is just for mocking, just comedy, really. It's nothing serious. But in countries like Burkina Faso, in countries like Mali and Niger, people are using their social media to mobilize themselves. Young people understand what is happening because their presidents are always informing them. Whether it's through social media platforms, whether it's through the media, their media is working in a way that it is there to inform and not to just sell propaganda to these people. So I applaud all of these countries. I applaud the AES for the continued service to their people, and may you never tire. Captain Ibrahim Traore, you Abdulrahman Chiani, General Assimi Goïta, may you people never tire. May you continue serving your people and take them to the destiny that you would like to see your countries reaching. Brothers and sisters, let me know what you think about this. Captain Ibrahim Traore, I know all of you celebrate him, and I know at this point you're just wowed by everything that he keeps on doing. And for the Burkina base, we salute you people for not tiring. We salute you for always sticking by your president. At this point, it's even difficult to eliminate the captain because the people's eyes are wide open. Anything they see or feel is a threat to the captain, rest assured, they are the ones who are going to fight against it. I will see you in my next one. If you would like to support us in any financial way, we have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description box down below. Please just click on that. Support us. One coffee is $5. You can buy us as many coffees as you want, and we will appreciate you. See you in the next one. Bye.